Grand Rising Scorpios, and welcome back for another collective energy pool. This particular reading, we're focusing on who is spying on Scorpios and why. Now keep in mind that these are general readings, so they're only going to resonate for who is supposed to intend for it to. Only you will know if it resonates for you, but don't force it. And some of you guys, you don't know this because that's why I'm telling you who's spying on you. So only take the part that fits and disregard the rest. I invite you to like, share, and subscribe to this channel and hype me up. Shout out to all of you beautiful, magnificent Scorpios and even cross watchers who've already subscribed to the Scorpios vibe. So Scorpio, somebody knows and they're trying to find out something about you because they can't stop thinking about you, because underneath the bottom, you got love on the brain. This is somebody here who has Scorpio's love on the brain, and they've been trying to act unbothered, but we see how that's working out. See, that's in the reverse. Somebody's been trying to act unbothered by you, Scorpios, but they let their ego get in the way. Somebody allowed their ego to get in the way about this love that you were giving them. And so they was trying to act like it didn't matter. And so now I feel like they done lost out now. I feel like this person was holding back because of their ego. And now they are bothered. Because they got Scorpio's love on their brain, honey. And you know it's true because underneath the bottom, your overall energy is the Six of Cups with the Five of Cups. See? See? I feel like this is what they thinking about you. See? And look, there go death in the reverse, and there go the lover. See? Told you. They got love. They got Scorpio love on the brain. They say, Scorpio, your love is unforgettable. They not accepting this. Ooh. Ooh, child. So it says dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgia. See? So the person that's spying on you is the person that's daydreaming about you. And I feel like they from your past. And now they spying on you. See? Inside scoop. It says a closer look, nosy up in your business. Now they all up in your business, Scorpios, because for some of y'all, this person was trying to act like, I feel like this person feels like you're not interested in them anymore. And somebody may have tried to let you think that they was not interested in you because of their pride and their ego. I feel like somebody was playing with you, Scorpio. That's what I'm getting now. Somebody was all about manipulation because they were in love, is what I feel like. And because I feel like this person always had you on their mind, they did not want you to know how big of an impact you was having on their whole mental. This person always fantasizing about you, always dreaming, always daydreaming about you. They said this was just too goddamn much. But they were trying to resist this connection, listening to their ego. So now that y'all may have pulled back from this person, now they were spying on you and they trying to figure out what you're doing. And I feel like they hoping that you have not moved on. Once again, I feel like it's an ex that's spying on you, Scorpios, because like I said, your overall energy is the Six of Cups. That's that nostalgia, past life energy. You know it's them looking at you. See, that's them. There's a lot of regret that they allowed their ego to get in the way to make you feel like they didn't want you when they am in love with you. Ain't that crazy? So I feel like someone, you may have not chased them the way they wanted you to, but at the same time, I feel like someone called themselves wanting to have control over the situation, but they let their ego get in the way. Instead of just loving you and letting you love them, they got in the way. Now, like I say, you are all they think about. For some of y'all, they are extremely attracted to you. They love this outgoing spirit that you have. Like, I feel like this person is into you. Death in the reverse. Could be a Scorpio, Gemini. Yeah, this person is not moving on because they're in their head. See, Six of Swords in the reverse. That's why you got the Six of Cups right there. Started off with the Six of Cups. So somebody regrets letting their ego get in the way. So now they trying to figure out what you got going on. I feel like they hoping that you ain't found somebody else. See, look at them. So you could have tried to offer this person love in the past, but they didn't want it. Now they wishing that you offer that love now. So I feel like somebody was trying to have the upper hand. So I feel like every time you pushed or every time you tried to make advances and open up to them, they would only let you get so far, because they may have somebody may have really thought it was all about them. Y'all probably had somebody thinking that it was all about them, Scorpio, but it was just the perception of them that was highlighted. It wasn't them. So yeah, y'all probably was trying to offer this person love and they didn't want it. See, now y'all not offering it now, see? And now once again, it's making your person very, very insecure, see? King of Wands. Now they feel like you're uninterested, because I feel like they let their ego get in the way. Now it says ego, hurt ego. Ego getting in the way of relationship. So they let their ego get in the way of this relationship. Now their ego is hurt. And now they're having to reevaluate everything they thought. Now they just hanging. You got them hanging on a string now. There'll be a plaything. And there's judgment, see? they finna take action because they ain't been doing nothing. I feel like they just been hanging around, stuck, hoping that you come back around, but I feel like you didn't, you haven't. And so all of that ego trying to act like they're not affected, trying to act like it don't matter, it got them behind the scenes spying on you. And for some of y'all, this person could very well be cruising by your house, child, late in the midnight hour, because they ain't sleeping. Whoever this is, they ain't sleeping. They're not sleeping because they got love on the brain. Good luck on having a good night's sleep when you got a Scorpio love on the brain. That's like an elixir, god dang it. It'll take you all the way to the heaven, and when you have to wake up, you be dropped right back down. So this is what happens when you let your ego get in the way. You end up spying. All right, Spirit, show me this person who is spying on Scorpios and why. The reason why they're spying on you is because they got you on their mind. They got love on the brain. They want to love you. They miss all that love now. All the love you was trying to pour on them and all that stuff like that. Now y'all not showing up as the Queen of Cups. I feel like this is you. I feel like now you're showing up as the Queen of Wands outside. Not lovey-dovey. You don't care. You ain't making no apologies. It is what it is. You don't want me. Guess what? I don't want you either. Can't you see them outside? So I feel like somebody did too much, and I feel like they regret it now, because now they insecure, because now their ego hurts. They let the same ego that they let get in the way is the same ego that's hurt, because they dealing with a Scorpio that you can't break. A Scorpio, either come correct or move on out the way. See, because I feel like you're not offering that love to them no more, and now look at them feeling like a fool. So let's see who is spying on Scorpios and why. You got the Six of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Death in the reverse, the Knight of Cups, the Four of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. You have the Lovers and the Six of Swords, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. You have the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, or a Aries. So you got the Six of Swords, mental. Queen of Wands, look where they coming. They may be looking at you move on. See, I feel like this is what they're worried about. Because if you ain't investing in them, where you investing in? What you doing these days? That's why they all up in your business, Scorpio. That's why they spying, trying to get a clue. All right, Spirit, who's the spying on Scorpios and why? I already know it's an X, because not only do you got the Six of Cups, but you got the Death in the reverse. So we already know. So why is the Six of Cups here? Who's spying on Scorpio? Why are they? We know who. Why are they spying on Scorpios? Because they can't stop thinking about you. See, I told you that's all they do. Somebody's tired of your love always on their brain. They say even when they go to sleep, there you go. When they using the bathroom, when they eating, when they working, when they in the room full of a million folks, their mind is on a Scorpios, because we clarifying the Six of Cups. We already know that that's their past, nostalgia, reminiscent energy. See there? Somebody said they can't control their thoughts and they don't like it. Why? It's because they got Scorpio's love on the brain. See, somebody's tossing and turning, boo. They tossing and turning. Who's spying on Scorpios with the six? Why they spying on Scorpio with the Six of Swords? Excuse me, Four of Swords, Six of Cups. See, I told you. Oh, poor baby. Nine of Swords, I told you. See, they manifesting you, honey. See? Somebody is thinking about you so much, they don't know that they're manifesting you because they want you. Strength card, they can't resist you. See, I feel like they've tried. But look, it ain't working. No. Could be a Leo or a Pisces. See? That's what happened when you got that Scorpio on your brain. You can't just easily wash it off because it's spiritual. For some of y'all got this person blocked. Why they spying on Scorpios with this Five of Cups? Ace of Swords, see? Because someone has faced the truth, or somebody wants to know, are you really gone? See, because somebody's had a change of heart about you. Hangman. I told this person still hanging around. Because they still hanging around, god dang. Y'all probably went on and y'all outside and they still hanging around. Oh, this person's still hanging around and they still holding on tightly too. Because I feel like they thinking about back in the day when love was good before they let their ego get in the way. So they may be thinking about all the good times that they messed up. Like, I feel like somebody probably would start taking it for granted. It could have started off really, really good, but then they start, like I said, they start thinking, trying to act like it was all about them and not about the connection. And that's what your ego do, see? And look at the King of Cups. See? This is what somebody's realizing. They love you, honey, see? And somebody said, you the best thing that ever happened to them, and you the best. And there is judgment. See, somebody already made up in their mind. It's like somebody may be standing on the rooftops declaring that Scorpio is the best that they've ever had. It ain't nobody like you. You're going to be hard to replace. That's why they don't want to. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Why they watching Scorpios? This Queen of Wands. They in love, honey. They sprung. They nose wide open. You know they nose wide open when you got love on the brain. That's because y'all, somebody got somebody nose so wide open you can run an 18-wheeler through it, all right? They are hopelessly in love with you. Like, I feel like they yours and y'all probably don't want them. They feel like they belong to you. They ain't going to be no good for nobody else at this point. But see, what bothers them is that how y'all able to refrain and ignore them. Because I feel like somebody feels like you're not interested in them anymore. And now it makes them insecure because they know as outgoing and beautiful as you are, you can have anybody you want. And I feel like they knows it because they hoping before God that you ain't found somebody else because they know you can get them. Yeah, somebody probably started taking you for granted and thinking that it was all about them. But no, you special because Scorpio specialize you. And they can unspecialize you too. And there's the Star. Somebody's hoping that it's not too late. And there's the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And there's the Five of Pentacles. See? Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles. See? Somebody loves that you're outgoing, you're bold, you're beautiful, you're unapologetic, you're beautiful, you're outside. But you ain't showing up as no Queen of Cups energy, though. You showing up as the Queen of Wands. And I feel like since you're not in the Queen of Cups, you're in the Queen of Wands, it triggers them and it makes them insecure because you ain't that lovey-dovey, take the high road. It's okay, baby. No, baby. No, boo-boo-boo. Not soulmate. No. For eternal lover. Eternal lover, it's you. Y'all ain't doing that. Y'all outside, Scorpios. And I feel like it's making them think about you and want you all the more. And so this is someone here who is doing their due diligence to find out what are you doing. And they're hoping before God it's not too late. So why is death in reverse? Why they spying on Scorpio with death in reverse? See? Six of Cups. Ooh, y'all thought this person was gone. Look. Eight of Cups in the reverse. They hooked, honey. See? They ain't gone nowhere. They just behind the scenes watching you. That's where they gone. How could they move on when they got Scorpio love on the brain? Y'all know what y'all did to this poor mortal. Poor mortal. Five of Wands, see? I feel like somebody was been dealing with a lot of inner conflict because of their ego. And they're reminded of all of that. They don't want it to be over. They want it to go back like it used to, see? But I feel like, see? I feel like you see that there you go. Somebody is thinking about everything. Somebody is thinking about when you was loving on them, when you was open, and like I feel like y'all not showing all that vulnerable side no more. It's almost like somebody may be realizing they turned a good girl bad. It's like, don't you dare turn a Scorpio's love away from you. When you try to push their love away, they ain't gonna want to keep giving it. We not made like that. We don't like that because we open and honest and deep with ours. And so if you can't handle it, you should have never got on the ride, or you should have signed a waiver. So now you responsible. So why is the lover spying on Scorpios? Could be a Gemini. Like they feel like you ain't offering no love. You ain't got no F's to give. And it bothers them. Eight of Swords. Somebody may be freeing themselves. There's the Sun. I feel like someone has tried so hard not to think the bad thing, or they may have been trying to get you off their brain, but it ain't happening. It's like the more that they try to get rid of you, the more that they start thinking about you. Could be a Leo, see? Nine of Cups, see? And there's the Six of Wands, see? Telling you that's what they want. And there's the Four of Wands, see? And there's their Hermit with the Eight of Wands, see? The person that's spying on you got Scorpio love on their brain. Six of Swords in the reverse. Why they spying? Because it's all in their head. See, look. I see you peeking now. Where you at? See? Six of Swords in the reverse. The Two of Cups. See? And there's the Moon. It's like somebody feels like somebody has a lot of deep emotions for you, Scorpio, that they were hiding because of their ego. That's what I feel. They were hiding. They were trying to suppress this connection. And like I say, the more that they do it, the more that they in love. You're not supposed to play with love, but most people do. They play with your heart because they already know that they got, and look, and there's the King of Wands. So they did this out of ego, out of insecurities. Because I feel like somebody realized that they were already hooked on you. Now they want to move away from that. Or they see you moving on. See? Some of y'all may have moved and relocated. And like I say, they're insecure, Scorpio. They're insecure. They're insecure because they're in love. See? Now you got the Four of Cups. Why they spying on Scorpios with this Four of Cups? Clarify the Four of Cups. Why they behind the scenes trying to act unbothered? Why they spying then? Because they spying. Hoping that you reach back out, see? And it's an obsession, see? The Devil could be a Capricorn. I feel like somebody's having this somebody is obsessed over you, see? And there's the Empress and the Death card, see? Like I said, y'all probably already gave this person they walking papers, and y'all probably like, look, clear the property. And it was like, sure. and little do you know, they done already moved back on the property, and they just lurking in the background. Somebody never went nowhere, Scorpios. How could they move on when they got love on the brain, see? And there's Temperance. Could be a Sagittarius. You got Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Capricorn with that Four of Cups. That Four of Cups is powerful, god dang it. Yeah, because somebody know that you don't play that looking. There go the Queen of Swords. So they feel like you're not interested in them anymore. Ooh, that's what they feel, see? The Fool in the reverse. Because somebody know that you wanted something long-term. You wanted something serious with them. So they know. But once again, they allowed their ego to get in the way. And now they can't get you off their mind. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Why they spying on Scorpios with this Knight of Cups in the reverse? I'm talking about they are shamefully spying on you. They would not want you to know how much you got them, Scorpio. They don't want you to know that. Look, Knight of Cups in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles. So they could be looking at like either they were emotionally unavailable or they looking at you like maybe you want something new somewhere else. So that's why they knows it. So if y'all post stuff, looking, there go the Knight of Wands. Somebody's trying to figure out you. The Hermit, because I feel like they're confused. But see, the reason why they're so confused is because they was too busy trying to act like they was not bothered. Yeah, if you go out, if you spend all the time trying to push somebody away in order to gain control and give someone intentionally mislead someone into thinking that you're really not invested in them like that, they cool, but they beautiful and all that, but still, you know, I ain't ready for all that. They may have been intentionally throwing you off because of their ego, because somebody knew deep down inside you were like someone they had never met in their life, and they know with you, you're going to hold them accountable. You don't need them. You independent, you headstrong, and you have a lot to offer. And so, like I said, y'all probably helping this person level up. And now this person hoping they have not been replaced. Because you ain't offering them that no more. And it triggers them. They're bothered. See? Six of Pentacles, I told you, they're bothered. Scorpio, look, they go to Knight of Swords. See? Some of y'all may have somebody here who knows someone within your community and they may frequent over there and they watching your house, or they got the neighbors watching your house for somebody. They want to know. They want to know who coming in and out of there. You ain't said nothing to them. You got to be doing something. But like I said, it's their fault because they let their ego get in the way. King of Wands in the reverse. Why is the King of Wands? Why they spying and this King of Wands in the reverse? Because I feel like they feel defeated. Now they're insecure. It's like they let their ego get in the way. Now their ego is hurt. See? Feeling defeated. Look. Five of Swords in the reverse and the Four of Cups. See what happens when you play games? See? See? It backfires, Scorpio. That's what happened. Because instead of them having control, they have anything but control. See? They can't stop themselves from thinking about you, hoping that you come back around. See, Scorpio, I'm telling you, it backfired. So why are they spying with this King of Wands in reverse? So this is coming from a very insecure, bothered place. See, Knight of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. I feel like somebody's hoping that they get another chance with you and that it's not too late. They go to Knight of Cups. Now they showing up in the upright. And look at the Tower in the reverse. The person that's spying on you, Scorpio, is hoping that it's not too late. And if they did anything that wasn't fair, like I feel like someone intentionally threw you off because they didn't want you to know how in love with you they've always been. But guess what? It backfired because you don't play with a Scorpio's love because they real. And so this was not the outcome they intended to happen, but it's also a wake-up call for your person to don't play with people's emotions. And when you in love, you go for it. Because if they was to move on with anybody else, it ain't gonna work. They got your love on the freaking brain. And where the head is, the heart gonna follow. So that's why the person who's spying on you is your person from your past. And like, I feel like y'all beat somebody at their own game, Scorpio. So somebody's coming back in with the flag drawn. Now somebody's coming back with the flag of defeat because they ain't never met nobody like a Scorpio. So that's who's spying. Please like, share, and subscribe.